doing own voice over soft music. Yan was trying her best to not concentrate on the new couple, but what to do? Her eyes keep on falling onto the couple who just got engaged a few minutes earlier because the man is her crush, who is none other than her boss, John Jungkook, and she is his secretary working for him from a long 1 year, made her admire him. But now she needs to forget about him because he is engaged to his childhood girlfriend Era. Yan, come and enjoy with us. Coming to herself. Let's move on, Yan said to herself and decided to forget Jungkook and focus on something else. Jungkook was drinking and drinking. There was no happiness in his face, just a cold face, and his eyes were stuck on one particular person. The way her eyes shining, her smile, her cheeks turned pinkish due to smiling. But what hurted him the most is a boy's hand around her, which made him jealous, and he started drinking. Cook, stop drinking. See, you can't even hold the glass properly. Jungkook was so drunk to even recognize people. Come, Cook, I will drop you to your house. Yan saw them going together, but what she heard next hurted her. And seems like the lovely couples are going to make today, the person said, looking at the direction from where they left. Leah, Yan, why are you single? You should date and get married. See, all of us are married. Yeah, I am thinking of it. Now I should start dating, but what about the secret admirer of yours? Yan nodded her head. Leave him. I don't think he is sincere. If he was, then he would have come in front of you and proposed you. But no, he was just wanted to play with. How long you have a secret admirer? From 1 year. I mean, after a month I joined the company. Oh my God, 1 year. Then I am right. Someone is around you. Yeah, now I also think the same. Leave it. You know, of my friends saw your photo and asked me to set a date with you. So if you are okay with then, Yan thought for a while, and at that time she saw Era entering Jungkook's cabin, and then after 5 minutes Yan got a call. Yes sir, okay sir. What did Mr. John say? Nothing, just told me not to bring his lunch. He has a headache and not in a mood to eat. Maybe he will go out with Era. The words hurted Yan. Leah, set a date for me with your friend. I'm okay and ready. Okay, Yanni, who knows, maybe he will be your soulmate also. Yan thought, yes, it's better to move on rather than always getting hurt by saying my love with his fiance. You are more beautiful in real than in photos. I can't take my eyes from you, Yan chuckled. You're also handsome, Mark blushed. Oh, thank you. You are the first girl who said I'm handsome. Both Mark and Yan chuckled. Mark and Yan enjoyed a lot. It was fun with Mark. Yan for a while literally forget about Jungkook, but one part of Yan wasn't satisfied with Mark. Yes, she admits herself that Mark can be a good friend, but something from her wasn't expecting Mark to be more than just a friend. It was really fun with you. I enjoyed a lot. I lost the track of time. Me too. Okay, then bye. Yan, I want to see you again. Yeah, okay. Just text me when you wanted to meet. Mark nodded his head, but his eyes fall on Yan's cherry, so he leaned forward. Mark, I'm still not ready for all this, so please. Yan, please, it's just nothing else. You are distracting me. Yan wasn't thought as how to say no without hurting him that she didn't notice Mark was about to touch her, but she realized when Mark cupped her one cheek and she came back to reality and was about to push him, but at that time her phone rang. Yan mentally thanked God. Excuse me, Yan took her phone and saw Jungkook calling her. Mr. John, is anything serious? You call me at this time? Yeah, come to my house right now. Jungkook cut the call. But sir, hello, Mark, I need to go by. Yan said and rushed to get a taxi and then to Jungkook's house. Ayan entered Jungkook's house only to see an angry bird sitting on the couch with just his sweatpants and loose t-shirt looking handsome, and Yan was so lost in him that she didn't notice Jungkook was standing right in front of her with fire splitting dragon eyes. Yan was so lost in his handsome face, and then she remembered Mark's behavior with her few minutes ago, which made her heart ache and an unknown feeling run in her body, making her feel like she cheated on Jungkook with Mark, even though nothing happened. And also, both Jungkook and Yan are not in any kind of relationship. Yan being and wanted to give her to her love, which is Jungkook from a long time, and also all the things which she has imagined with Jungkook made her frustrated, and she herself don't know what happened to her, as her heart said to him, so she just pulled Jungkook into a. Jungkook at first wide opened his eyes, but later all his anger flew away to heaven when he felt Yan's. After like 5 hours, Jungkook was sleeping peacefully with just his t-shirt as he didn't remove his t-shirt while Yan was standing at the side of bed near Jungkook. A drop of tear left her eyes and she immediately left his house. Jungkook woke up but didn't find Yan, so he got angry and decided to talk to her in office. Where is Yan? Tell her to come to my cabin right now. Jungkook furiously said to Leah. Leah was standing in fear by seeing Jungkook angry. Okay, sir. Time passed. Yan didn't show up, so Leah called Yan and come in, sir. Yan is not feeling well, so she took her leave today. Leah said in fear, but it only turned Jungkook's angry more. Took his car key and left the office. Why I did that, why he has a fiance. I forced him just because I love him. I always wanted him to be my first man, but I doesn't want the things to happen in the situation like this engaged man. What should I do now? How can I forget about Era in all the time while we were making wait, it's for me, but what about him? Yan was crying thinking about the mistake she'd done at that time. She heard the door ring. So she went to open the door only to get pushed inside the room and the door closed with a loud sound. Yan had closed her eyes in fear, but her eyes wide open when she felt a pair of on her. At that time she saw Jungkook, so she pushed him, but he was way too strong for her, and also he was holding her shoulders so tightly. After trying for a while, she gave up because Jungkook held her wrist tightly and she let him do whatever he wants, but she didn't reply to him. Jungkook stopped his action when he felt a tear on his cheek, so he pulled back to see Yan crying. What happened, Yan? Why are you crying? It is wrong. You have a fiance. Jungkook closed his eyes in anger. Then why you did it first, huh? Now I'm with you after doing it. I just want more and more of you. So you have a fiance, you can ask for her. I don't need her, I want you only. So Yan frowned at him but wide her opened her eyes when she heard I want you as my what? No way. I'm going to keep on repeating the same mistake which I done yesterday. What? Did you just say it a mistake? Yeah, nodded her head. Yes, it is. We both should forget that and move on. I will resign from my job. Jungkook again yarned to the wall. Dare to say that it's a mistake again, then see what I will do with you. And about resign. Jungkook shrimmed and took a seat on the couch. I will make sure no company in this entire world accepts you. Yan wide opened her eyes cause she knows that Jungkook is capable of doing that. So it's better you agree my proposal and you can continue your job also. Yan had tears in her eyes and being in a helpless situation, she has to agree his proposal just because she needs a job to survive. Jungkook and Yan ended up doing it again and again, like there was barely a day where they didn't do it. And for Yan, she loves him more than she done before because Jungkook always makes sure Yan is comfortable with everything he does with her, clean her up, help her to take bath, reduce her workload, always make her eat food on time, treat her even she is on her. At the first time, when she got her periods, Jungkook didn't touch her, rather took care of her. After seeing Yan in so much pain, he searched a lot and even visited his personal doctor to know what should he do to remove her pain, and thus one of the remedies suggested by doctor was to do it in periods which reduce pain, and thus afterwards he started doing it on her periods just to reduce her pain. In short, he is a whole husband material. So it means Yan love him more but also hurt by thinking that she is just his and will stop all this after he get married, and also jealous about Era that she will be experiencing all this, and about her secret admirer. She still received gift from him, but she just ignored those things thinking someone is around with her. Mr. Kim, I hope you had a good journey. Yeah, Mr. John, everything was good. Shall we start the meeting? Yeah. Where is Yan? Tell her to bring the file. Yes, sir. He was about to go, but Yan entered the office. Sorry, sir, I got a little late. It's okay. You are on time for meeting, but don't repeat this again. Okay, sir. Yan was about to set the PPT, but a familiar voice stopped her. Sleepyhead like before. Yan turned around to see Junie. What are you doing here? Namjoon opened his arms, signaling Yan to come and hug him, which Yan immediately ran to him and hugged him like a koala, and Namjoon engulfed her in a tight, warm hug. When did you come here? Why you didn't came to me? Why you didn't inform me? Yan pulled back from the hug and slapped his chest. Jungkook chuckled at Yan's sad face and peeked her forehead and both cheeks, and Namjoon was about to answer when they heard a loud sound like someone banged his hand on the desk and turned round to see an angry Jungkook. Yan gulped her fear because she know Jungkook is very possessive about her, and she also know that he will definitely treat her better after his meeting. Jungkook's eyes were stuck on Yan and he said, "Let's start the meeting." "Yeah, sure, baby, let's talk afterward." Yan nodded her head. Again fisted his palm after listening baby word from Namjoon. "Yan, come and sit here," Jungkook said while pointing at the seat next to him. "Okay, sir." Yan sat next to Jungkook. "Junie, come and sit here." Yan pointed at the seat next to her and Namjoon sat near her, which again made Jungkook more angry. While meeting was going on, Jungkook's focus was on Yan and he was admiring Yan's face with a loving eyes. He was so lost in Yan that the pen from his hand fall down, so he bent down to take the pen, but what he saw made him so hurt. Namjoon was cherishing Yan's palm with his hand. Jungkook sat straight and tried to control his emotion and just waited for the meeting to end. "So, Mr. John, I hope you liked our project." "Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm okay with the project. Let's sign the contract." Yeah, both of them signed the contract. "So everyone, there will be a party held at hotel for this collaboration. So everyone is invited. Mr. John, or can I take Yan with me? I will definitely bring her to the venue." "No, she needs to be here with me and also help me in the arrangement of party." "Oh, okay then, baby. We will see tomorrow. It is Sunday, so we will enjoy tomorrow." "Okay, Joni, let's see in the party spot. And also, where are you staying?" "Don't worry, Mr. John has already arranged a place for me and all." "Okay, if you can not come to my house and stay." Jungkook was getting impatient and each second, and also the level of jealousy was increasing in him, resulting his face to turn red in anger. He was wished to throw Yan on his shoulder and take her away from Namjoon, but no, he can't do that because then people will see Yan with bad intention which Jungkook doesn't want. "Okay, then I will leave." Yan nodded her head and tipped top to pick Namjoon's stick. "Yan in my office right now," Jungkook furiously said and left. "Is something going in between you two? He clearly seems jealous." "No, Oppa, he is already engaged to his friend," Yan sadly said. "Why, my little sister seems to be sad about that. Do my baby sister love him?" "No, Oppa, we will see at hotel." "Bye, Oppa. Bye, princess." Yan knocked the door, but there was no response from inside, so she entered the office and was immediately carried by Jungkook to his personal room. "Sir, what are you doing? Gonna make you remind that who you belong to, especially those which were on his." "Sir, what if someone sees us?" "Come on, don't give me lame excuse. It's not a first time doing here." "Wait, don't tell me that you are trying to find excuse not to do it because of your so-called Juni." "No, what are you saying, sir?" "No more words. Only my name should come from that mouth of yours." And then, "Mr. Kim, welcome and enjoy the party." "Yeah, thank you, Mr. John. Can you please tell me where is Yan?" "Sorry, I think Yan is busy with Johnny." "You came? Oh my god, you look so handsome, Johnny. You looking beautiful as always. Come, let's enjoy. And Mr. John, your dad is asking for you." Yan said and left Jungkook alone. Jungkook to himself, "I don't like that Namjoon guy near my girl. I should do something before he take my girl from me." Jungkook was so in thought, staring at the direction from where Yan and Namjoon left, but he came to reality when someone clinched to his arm. "Cook, come, Appa is asking for you." Jungkook just closed his eyes and removed Era's hand from his. "How many times I have to tell you not to clinch on me and be in your limit?" He said and left irritatedly. "Something is wrong with him. I need to keep an eye on him, otherwise I will lose him as I lost his heart for me." Jungkook was on his way to see his dad, but he stopped on his step when he saw Namjoon and Yan happily talking, laughing, feeding each other, and all which Jungkook doesn't like. He was about to approach them and separate Yan from Namjoon, but Ara held his hand as she saw Jungkook staring at Yan with jealous eyes. "Stop, Jungkook, behave. They might be couple and it's normal between them, and they both look nice together, right?" Jungkook's face was clearly showing sadness and jealous, which Ara recognized, so she dragged Jungkook forcefully, but Jungkook's eyes were still on Yan. Jungkook, his dad, and business partner, his dad friends were all chit-chatting, but Jungkook's whole focus was on Yan and Namjoon, so he left the room without asking the permission of elders. "What happened?" "I don't know. I will follow him." Ara left to follow Jungkook. Jungkook was searching for Yan. At that time, he saw both Namjoon and Yan dancing together on the dance floor with other couples, and everyone else were praising Namjoon and Yan, saying they are the sweetest couple and all, which Jungkook doesn't like, and he tightened his fist and this is going way too far. He immediately went to the receptionist. I need a suite couple room for tonight. Okay, sir. Jungkook took the key and just do me a favor. Oh my god, Johnny, it was all your surprise. You were knowing that I worked in this company and all. Namjoon nodded his head. Excuse me, ma'am, you are the secretary of Mr. John. Yeah, ma'am, there is a problem in the party. I need your help. Okay, yeah, coming. Johnny, I will go and you also leave. You look tired and take rest. We will meet tomorrow. Okay, baby, come. This way, ma'am. Jan followed her and here. Yes, ma'am, go inside. Mr. John is waiting for you. Jan frowned and entered the room. Someone was watching them, both Jungkook and Jan's every move. No, it can't be. First she took his heart, then his body, and now she completely stole him from me. No, I can't let that happen. I need to do something. Ira angrily left the place. Meanwhile, in the room, see Instagram to know what's happening in the room. Link in the description. You know, do you really need to go? See, you can't even walk properly. It's okay, sir. I will go home and take medicine. I have to go. Juni might be waiting for me. Having no other option, let Yan go. Yan and Namjoon were enjoying their time in the mall, cafe, lunch, etc. But Jungkook was watching them secretly. Namjoon leaned forward to clean the food messed around Yan's lip, but from Jungkook's paw he saw Namjoon Yan, which made Jungkook angry and he was about to approach them, but his phone rang. Mom, what happened? What? I'm coming. He hung the call and he saw Namjoon and Yan eating food, so he left to his house. What happened, Mom? Why you fix my marriage next month without asking me? And you, Era, didn't we agree to marry next year? Then why now? It's my decision. I want this marriage as soon as possible. Mom, you also agreed. You know everything. I am helpless, son. I told him, but he is not listening and stick to his word. Jungkook signed and angrily left the house because he can never deny his father's word. Jungkook lost the track of Yan and Namjoon, so he waited for them below the apartment of Yan. And at that time, he saw Namjoon and Yan coming out of the car. He followed them. And then he saw Namjoon and Yan entering the house. He leaned his ear near the door to listen what's happening inside. Juni, stop! I'm already sore. Laughing. No, I can't hold myself more. I missed you for more 1 years. You know. Me too. I also missed you. Jungkook had tears in his eyes and he left the place without knowing. Era was following him from the time he left his house. Era shrimped. I know now what to do. I will never leave you, Jungkook. I need you with me even though your heart beats for someone else. Yeah, Oppa, stop tickling me. No, I will continue it. Jungkook decided to leave Yan as he thought Yan is happy with Namjoon, so he kept a distance with Yan, which made Yan think what happened to him. And also, Yan wasn't liking it. She admitted that she got to him, and also it was hard for Jungkook because how much he tries to forget Yan and his feelings, it keep on growing and growing. And also, Era keep on reminding him of Yan by showing him the pics of Namjoon and Yan hanging out together, so as to make Jungkook hurt Yan. Jan was holding a pregnancy strip and it turned out to be positive. I forgot my pills from 2 weeks and lost the track of my cycle and now what to do? Should I tell him? Jan was deep in thought when ding dong Jan threw the strip and trash bin and went to open the door. What do you want? Can I come in? Yeah, Era came inside and took a seat. Well, I came to say that stay away from my husband. Jan wide open her eyes. Husband. Yeah, we are getting married next month. I forgive all the deeds you done with my husband till now, but not anymore. He just you, and from the last week he is not coming to you, right? Because he was with me. Era shrimped and left the house to herself. Now one person is gone and one now I have to initiate my next plan to make Jungkook completely mine. Jan crying. That's why he didn't came to me. How I am to think that he was having feelings for me. I was wrong. It was all fake love and care. What should I do now? Yeah, I should leave him. Jan immediately took her phone and called Juni. When are you going back to USA? I'm also coming with you. Jungkook entered his bedroom only to see Era. Who gave you the permission to enter into my bedroom? Come on, Cook. I am your wife, and why would I need permission to enter my also bedroom? Wife, we aren't married, and also even if we are married you are never allowed to enter my room. Get out. Era signed and thought to initiate her plan for which she is here. Era walked towards her Jungkook while removing continue in Instagram link. Jungkook now can't stay away from Yan. Even if he wanted to move on from Yan, he can't. Everything around him reminds of Yan, and also Yan was a secretary, wasn't helping him at all. He was getting each passing second, and now he can't let Yan go. Who is this at this time? Yan opened the door only to see a Jungkook whose face was showing like he did some crime. So what happened? Jungkook entered the house and cupped Yan's both cheeks and placed his on her. Yan thought for a while and she missed him in this one week, and also she thought to do it for the last time before leaving him forever with his baby. So Yan also him back. Jungkook pulled back from the and carried Yan in bridal style to her bedroom and Jungkook woke up only to find him alone on bed. At first he thought Yan might be in kitchen or bathroom, but after searching the whole house he didn't find Yan, and he immediately went to her closet only to find it empty. Now he understood that Yan left him. Yan, you can never leave me. I will find you by any means. In this month, Jungkook tried his best to stop the marriage, but no. Era and Jungkook's father forced Jungkook for marriage. Even though he married, he still kept on trying to find Yan, as he will definitely divorce Era and make Yan his. Yes, Mr. Kim, when will you come? Day after tomorrow. See you then. Jungkook was about to keep the phone, but he halted and his whole body got numb and heart stopped beating when he heard a familiar voice which he was craving to hear from a month. Junie, your coffee. Jungkook was about to ask Namjoon, but Namjoon cut the call. Hello, Mr. Kim. Oh God, I think it's Mayan. What to do, Alex? Yes, sir. Contact our team in USA and tell them to search the house of our new collaborator, Mr. Kim Namjoon, and find out whether there is a girl named Yan or not. Here the photo of the girl. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yan is there with him in his house. Jungkook fisted his hand in anger. Arrange my private helicopter. Junie, come quickly. I will miss you. Don't worry, eat your food on time and don't forget your checkup. I will miss you and be back soon. Yan nodded her head and Namjoon pecked her forehead and left. Yan came back from the hospital and was about to enter the bathroom to freshen up, but she heard a doorbell and went to open it, thinking it might be the food delivery. But when she opened the door, her eyes wide in shock. You, yeah, had enough fun with another man? What are you doing here? To take you with me? No, I ain't coming with you. Don't make me force you, baby. Come, let's go. Jungkook was approaching Yan and she was backing away. So Jungkook threw Yan on his shoulder and carry her. Leave me. I don't want to go with you. Before I make you in my way. Yan was already exhausted because of all checkup in hospital, and also she doesn't wanted to take risk of her baby's life while struggling with Jungkook, so she gave up and let him do whatever he wants. Namjoon kept on trying to call Yan, but Yan was not receiving her phone. So Namjoon ordered his men to go to his house and look for Yan. Namjoon and Jungkook were presently in a meeting room. Jungkook was all cool, but Namjoon was worried, and suddenly he got a call. Excuse me, Jungkook nodded his head. What? Find her in any means. Jungkook secretly screamed. What happened, Mr. Kim? My princess is missing, Mr. John. I need your help. You have lots of contact and connection all around the world. Please help me to find my princess. Jungkook clenched his fist when he listened Prince's word, but the next sentence he heard made him still. My princess, she is a month pregnant. No, I don't want anything to happen, neither to her nor to the baby. By seeing the panic of Namjoon, Jungkook thought that Yan is pregnant with his baby, and he recalled the day when he saw Nan and Namjoon entering Yan's apartment, but he doesn't wanted to believe it. He trusts Yan and he strongly believes that the baby is his. I will help you to find her. Thank you, Mr. John. Meeting cancelled. Jungkook furiously left the office. Yan just woke up because she was really tired, like yesterday checkup, then struggled with Jungkook, then a long travel. Even though it was a private helicopter and they reached the home way more fast, but she is pregnant, so she got tired easily, so she slept in car as soon as they reached in Seoul at early morning. I think Jungkook put me here. Yan looked around and a drop of tear left her eyes because it was his bedroom where they she had her first time with him. Yan ignored those memories and left to freshen up and then went downstairs. Era turned around and saw Yan in Jungkook's clothes, and Yan has nothing else to wear, but it had a negative image in Era. You again? Wow, why are you in my husband's clothes? Thought husband, oh yeah, they might have got married, which hurted Yan a lot, and at that time she saw a fish dish on the table which made Yan to cover her mouth and she ran to the bedroom to throw up. Wait, is she? No way, it can't be Jungkook's baby. Yara was splitting in fire. Jungkook furiously entered the house and was about to go upstairs when Era stopped him. Jungkook, stop. Why you bring her here? Did you forget that you are married? Leave me. I'm not in a mood to argue with you. Seriously, Jungkook, but we need to clear things. Leave her. Jungkook jerked her hand and moved forward, but halted on his step when he heard, she is pregnant with someone else's baby. Do you still want that? Jungkook clenched his fist and walked towards his room. He entered the room only to see Yan coming out of the bathroom, wiping her face, both of them looking at each other without saying anything. He looked at her and his heart felt pace, but when his eyes fall on her stomach, his heart beat race. He took his long step towards her and held her wrist and took her into the bed and made her sit on the bed, and he kneeled down in front of Yan and cupped her both cheeks and then placed his on her, but Yan didn't him, so he pulled back and angrily stared at her. Why you didn't me back? Are you tired of me? Oh right, you have someone else in your life, and also because you are pregnant, right? That's why you didn't kiss me. Yan said it's my baby, our sign of love. Yan was shocked as how Jungkook came to know about her pregnancy, but what hurted her the most is he thought that his baby is someone else. A drop of tear left from both Yan's and Jungkook's eyes. Jungkook wiped Yan's tear, and the silence of Yan made Jungkook thought that the baby is not his. Yan, let's get married. I don't care if this baby is not mine. I will love the baby as my own. Yan got angry at Jungkook's word, and also her pregnancy hormones weren't helping at all. So she slapped Jungkook and stood up. What do you think of me, huh? Your puppet, like you will make me your and then ask me for marriage even though you are already married. Don't you have era? Then why me? Leave me and my baby alone. I'm not a who slept with anyone. I slept with you because I love you, and also for the first time I slept with you. I accept that I initiated that was just because I was sad that you will be someone else, and the thought of that made me do that. But I really feel ashamed of myself that I loved a man like you. Jungkook stood there still processing what she meant. He paused when he heard a scream. Ah! Jungkook immediately rushed out of the room, only to see Yan lying in a pool of her at downstairs. Yan. He rushed towards Yan, who was crying in pain. While going downstairs, he saw some liquid, more like oil, on the stair. He took Yan in his lap. Yan, I slipped my baby. Please save our baby, Jungkook. Jungkook's eyes wide open. Our baby. Yan painfully nodded her head, and Jungkook immediately rushed to the hospital. I'm sorry to say you lost your baby. Jungkook's world paused, but he need to be strong for Yan. Yan, she, my wife. Mrs. John is fine but unconscious. She lost a lot of. Let's wait for her to open her eyes. Jungkook nodded and the doctor left, but Jungkook's eyes turned dark and only one person came to his mind, Era, because only Era is there in the house except them. Jungkook furiously entered the house only to find a crying Era and his and her parents. Probably Era might have called them to inform about Yan and to do her fake acting. Jungkook, what happened here? And the Jungkook took his step towards Era, who was fake crying in her mother's shoulder, and he made her stood up by harshly grabbing her elbow. Say, why you did that with my Yan? Yan, what happened to my Yan? Yan, we lost our baby because of her. Everyone's eyes wide open in shock. Yan pregnant, my grandkid. Yes, mom, I lost my baby. Jungkook, how can you make another girl pregnant when you are married to my daughter? Will you please stop this? I have no feelings for Era, and I clearly told this to Era on the day you came with the proposal. But no, she was so determined to make this relationship work, and also just because dad forced me to marry Era, that's why I agreed. I never loved, not even had any feelings for Era, which Era clearly knows. And why? What? I forced you, but I never forced you, son, with anything. I always agree with you. Exactly that. That's what me and mom were confused about you, and mom told me just to agree for engagement, and then we will say that things doesn't work out between me and Era so that you will pull off the wedding. I don't remember anything like that. Everyone were confused while Era was sweating badly. Wait, let's check the CCTV. No, why we need to do that now? Everyone looked at Era with a narrow eye. Say it by yourself or need us to collect the proof. Era got scared of Jungkook's scary voice. Mr. John, and forced him to make you marry me. I was knowing from the very beginning that you love Yan, and I heard you were about to propose her. Mr. John, and make him agree you for engagement, as you never say no to your dad. I thought after you engaged with me. You will forget Yan and focus on me and will eventually forget Yan. But no, you started more in love with her. At the day of your company party, I saw you and Yan together in a hotel room and understood what was as possible. Then I went to Yan to say to stay away from you and tell her about her marriage. That's why she ran away. Earlier, when you and Yan were arguing in your room, I eardropped your conversation. And when you say that you are ready to accept the baby, it made me angry, and all my efforts will be in vain. Era had and fall on the floor. Why you know I slapped you for forcing you for marriage? No, for an innocent soul. I accept that I had done a mistake. It's me who forced Jan to be in a relationship. For that I am ready to accept any punishment. But you are so cruel, Era. Even if it wasn't my baby, soul who doesn't even came to this world. I'm gonna file a divorce. Era, we didn't raise you to be like this. Yeah, how can you do that to a girl? You are also a girl. Love made me do that. I just wanted Jungkook, that's it. It's not love, you are with him. I think I should file a case against you for me. Era's eyes wide open. Mr. John, I'm sorry for my daughter's deed. Please, we will sign the divorce paper and will never come in front of you. Please don't file a case in Jungkook. We are sorry. I'm sorry, son. Jungkook closed his eyes and was about to say something, but his phone rang. What? I'm coming. What happened, Mom? She needs me. I left. No, my baby. Yan was screaming, throwing things, trying to remove IV tube from her hand and crying. Yan, stop. You are weak. My baby. I lost my baby. Yan hugged Jungkook and cried heavily while Jungkook patted her back to calm her down while he himself was also crying. But they parted when they heard a familiar voice from doorstep. Yan baby, Oppa. Yan rushed to Namjoon and hugged him tightly. I lost my baby, Oppa. I don't cry. I will take you away from here. No need. She gonna leave with me. What do you mean? I love Yan and it was my baby. Please stay away from my love. Namjoon got angry and walked towards Jungkook and him. Because of you, my sister suffered. Now also she lost her baby. Sister. Oppa, Yan fainted. Jungkook immediately took Yan in his arm and laid her on bed and Namjoon called the doctor. She is fine, just stressed. Give her peace of mind. Both Jungkook and Namjoon nodded. The doctor left. We need to talk. So she is your sister. Yes, then why she need to work? She is already rich. We lost our parents when we were young, so I struggle and work hard to maintain mine and Yan's life. So she doesn't want to leave her life with my money. So she left the house when she got a job in your company to become independent. And about what about you? You don't you have a wife? Jungkook signed and explained everything. So now it's up to Yan. If she wants you, then I will agree with her, and if not, then I will take her with me. Jungkook nodded his head because Namjoon is right. Yan woke up only to find Jungkook holding her palms and crying. So Yan tried to pull back her hand, which made Jungkook to look at Yan and saw her looking at him. So she started explaining everything before Yan can say anything. At first, he explained about what Era did. I love you, Yan. I love you. From the time I saw you in my company waiting for the interview, that's why I replaced my old secretary with you. And this necklace of yours is given by me. Yan's eyes wide open. My secret admirer, yeah. Ring, flower, bouquet, teddy bear, anything it made me remind of you. So I buy it for you and place it secretly on your desk. And also, this necklace of yours has a voice recorder which is connected to my phone. So actually, whatever you talk with Leah about date, and also when the date partner of yours said that he wants to, thinking what if you leave like your date partner and end up with him. So I thought to propose you immediately without thinking that I am engaged and make you mine, because that I thought I will lose you if I keep on waiting for the era thing to finish. I was always knowing that if once I started loving you, I can't hold myself back, and that's what exactly happened when you initiate the thing. I got with you, and when you told me that it was a mistake and you are gonna resign, it made me hurt. So I thought that if I will say the truth, you won't believe me. You only know I how much I hold myself whenever I saw you with Namjoon or any other man, and I kept on doing it with you because it was the only time where I can love you. And also, even after marrying her, I didn't touched her. I didn't allowed her to enter our bedroom. I kept searching for you. Yan, please don't leave me and give me a chance. Yan thought, yeah, he is right. His every action whenever we both are alone always make me think that he loves me truly. Yan was shocked after hearing everything and felt sad for Jungkook because he was struggling alone to take care of every situation without hurting anyone, like not to hurt his dad, Era family friendship, and the most above his love for Yan and Yan herself. It's a lot to understand, so I need time. I want to go with Oppa. A month later, Jungkook showed his love towards Yan by leaving her with Namjoon, and which definitely hurted Yan because she was expecting Jungkook to beg more, so she will definitely agree with Jungkook. But no, Jungkook agreed with Yan. Now both Namjoon and Yan was sitting in her room when heard a doorbell. You, Era, come in. Yeah, I'm sorry for everything. I put oil on the stair. Sorry for doing that with your baby. Maybe because I did that with you, God punished me for my deeds. I have cancer last stage, and I came here to clear everything between you and Jungkook. I know you both love each other very deeply. It was me who kept on forcing Jungkook to forget you, but he didn't. I even tried to him, but no, he didn't even looked at me and left his own house to come to you. But no, he decided to leave you for your happiness. So he thought you and Namjoon are good together, and Namjoon was capable of making you smile, which Jungkook can't. So he started hating himself rather than you. And I think you haven't seen his. Yan thought, yeah, tattoo. She remembered the first time when they had their first. Yan roamed her hand on his chest where she felt something graved, but Jungkook doesn't allow her to see it. And also, all the time they did, Jungkook never took off his shirt or t-shirt. What is there on his chest? It is. Yan furiously entered the meeting room. Everyone's eyes were on her. She took her step towards Jungkook, who was looking at Yan, forgetting his surrounding. Yan looked directly into his eyes. Take off your coat and shirt, Yan said, and thus Jungkook's secretary made everyone leave the room, so has to give them privacy. Baby, what are you saying? Yan made Jungkook stand up on his feet and started taking his coat, tie, and then finally his shirt to see. He has John Yan tattoo on his chest. What? How you know? Remember our engagement day? He was drunk due to jealousy as you were talking with other man. So I had to take him to his house. All the way he was blabbering only one name. Yan, Yan, Yan. I want Yan and all. I put him on bed and then tried to remove his shirt because he was suffocating. Opened the collar button of his shirt when he held my hand and said, don't touch me. Only my Yan can touch me. And then he himself unbuttoned the next free button and showed me the tattoo saying that he and his body belongs to you. Then why you want him even if you know he loves me? At first I thought it might be some. That's why I forced him for engagement so that he will focus on me. But on the engagement day I understood that he loves you and I decided to pull off the engagement. But later I found out that I am with him, that I can't live without him. So I forced for marriage and warned you to stay away as I thought if you will stay away he will forget you. But no, he just wanted you. He never me even though I forced him, but share different rooms. If just two strangers to be more specific, he even started staying at his office after marriage. Now also he left you for your happiness. Where is Mr. John? Mr. John. Oh, Yan, he is in the meeting. Yan didn't let her complete and ran to the meeting room. Eyes got teary after seeing John Yan on his chest right above his heart. So this is why you never took off your shirt in front of me. Why? Because I only wanted to show you this after I proposed you to be my wife. When you got this, a month after you started working in my company, Yan was crying as she don't know what to say. Hey, don't cry. I can't see you crying. Say it, Jungkook from what? Say that you love me and beg me to come to you. Jungkook chuckled. I love you, Johnyan, and please come to me. I love you too, John Jungkook. Why you didn't came to me? I was waiting for you to come. How can I leave my one and only love? I was going to come to you today after this meeting, but see, you came for me. After 2 years, Jungkook and Yan got married 2 years ago. Immediately after Jungkook got divorced, and Jungkook's mom already know and love Yan for the first time. She saw that he loves Yan, and about Jungkook's dad, he is also happy and love Yan has his own daughter, and still regret that he done that with Jungkook, even though he was and all happened because he trusted Era. For bonus part, see Instagram. Link is in the description. The end. Thanks for watching. Bye.